Over the years, the Kenya Defence Forces have represented the country in countless peace missions around the world. They've also won numerous awards for representing the country in various sporting events, including the Olympics. Lieutenant Colonel Aggrey Mwambi represented the army and the country in the sport of boxing, and even rubbed shoulders with legendary American boxer Mohammed Ali. He also served in the army and the ordinance corps for 38 years. He had a sit-down with Ben Troy Njue at his home in Taita, Taveta County for this week's edition of Military Tales.
We travel about 400 kilometers from Kenya's capital Nairobi to Taita Taveta County, deep into the famous Tsavo West National Park for a scheduled meeting with a military veteran. One of the reasons why I'm so passionate about military tales is that I get to travel a lot, meet people of diverse cultures and backgrounds. Right now we are in Mwatate in Taita Taveta County. Actually, Tsavo West is a few kilometers from where we are standing. And we're here to meet one military veteran by the name of Lieutenant Colonel Aggrey Mwambi. His story is very interesting and very inspirational to young serving officers. He started as a private and rose the ranks to become a commissioned officer. We are here to file his story. He's been waiting for us. So let's go. Aggrey Mwambi was born over 60 years ago in Ruringo, Nyeri County. Lieutenant Colonel Aggrey Mwambi served the Kenya Army for 38 years, and he shares his story. As a young man, Colonel Mwambi loved boxing, which was very instrumental in him joining the Kenya Defence Forces in 1978.
I was in school. I used to be a sportsman. I used to be a boxer. So through your boxing, I got interested. Most of my friends were from the army. So I got interested in joining the army. And as such, nikapata hiyo fursa, 1974 recruit, nikakuja hapa nyumbani nikaandikwa. Nikaingia kwa jeshi. The training Lanet 3 care, katrainia hapo, alafu hata posting yangu ilipotokezea pia ikawa nimekuwa posted the same place, 3 care. When nika 3 care for 3 years, ndio nika change sasa corps, nikakuja kitu inaitwa Kenya Army Ordinance Corps. That is way back in 1978. Yeah. After 3 care basically ilikuwa ni infantry. Hiyo ni mambo ya kupigana nini. Kuingia ordinance logistics, nikafanya kazi ya storekeeping. Nikawa storekeeper, stores clerk, purchasing clerk. Ndio hapo sasa nikaanza ku scale the ladder promotions.
Lieutenant Colonel Mwambi started as a non-commissioned officer, a private, and would rise the ranks to become a commissioned officer, a journey, he says, was very dear to his heart.
Niwachana boxing in 1980. Because I'd gone to USA, kapata injury, hiyo injury kawa ni mbaya sana, siwezi endelea na boxing. Kawa nimewachana na boxing. So from 1980, I went sasa deep, yani kukaa kwa kazi kabisa. So that 1980, nikaanza kupata promotions zangu ku ascend the ladder. Remember 1980, I was a corporal. 1981, I got a sergeant. 82, I was a senior sergeant. 83, 84 there. Kapata kitu inaitwa warrant officer class 2. And that's where I commissioned from warrant officer class 2. Karuka ladder nika ingia kwa commissioned officer.
He later on joined the Ordnance Corps, and he explains what his work entailed.
Kenya Army Ordnance, that's where now I spent my whole life in the military. Because hapo ndio nilienda nika train as a kwanza basically unatrainiwa kama ordnance storekeeper. From your storekeeper mimi nikatrainiwa tena further as a ordnance clerk. So unafanya mambo ya procurement nini. So from there, that is where career yangu sasa nilipasu nikiwa hapo. Ordnance kawaida ni mambo ya supplies. Kama chakula yote inatoka ordnance, we train cooks, we train tailors. Ordnance sema ndio kama logistic hub ya jeshi. Yeah. Kitaka supplies zote, uniforms nini zinatoka ordnance, ndio tunapeleka kwa other units.
His biggest achievement in the forces was scaling the heights from a non-commissioned officer to a commissioned officer, and has a word of advice to those who like to follow suit.
Ile kitu tunaweza kupatia, uzuri wa jeshi iko na masomo inapatiana. Unaweza ingia kama wewe ni standard 7, lakini hata degree utapata ukiwa kwa jeshi. Because kuna correspondence, you are allowed to do private studies zako as long as they are not interfering with your working schedule. So kitu ningesema naweza kuelezea ni ukiingia, don't stop at where you join. Endelea kujipandisha both career wise na academically.
Having served the army for almost 4 decades, he picked vital lessons from the forces.
Jeshi inakufundisha sana wewe kuwa mtu unajitegemea. Yani, you can stand on your own regardless of the difficulties which you are facing. It teaches you how to be a true man or a true lady. It gives you that hard behavior. Like I remember one of our instructors when we were cadets, alikuwa anatuambia make a man go through the wall without breaking the wall. Ujikute tu kwa the other side of the wall. So such things teach you a lot of, perseverance.
Doubling up his boxing career and his military duties, he says the army gave him and his fellow athletes ample time to train and attend boxing events around the world. He also became a boxing referee.
Nilikuwa orthodox, nilianzia nikiwa light fly. Nikacheza fly, nikacheza bantam, nikacheza feather, nikaja kuachia light welter 63.5. Sasa ukiwa kwa jeshi na uko kwa mchezo, jeshi inakupatia very good opportunity ya kufanya training the whole day. Wewe ukitoka tu asubuhi ukiamka, either you're in the kiwanja ya mbio ama uko kwa gym ya boxing ama uko whatever sport you do, football nini, they give you ample time ya ku properly indulge in that sport you're doing. They give you those facilities are there. I told you I was in boxing. We used to do boxing throughout from January to January. You only get a break when you're going on leave.
The former pugilist has a message to athletes in the forces, especially those that will represent Kenya in the upcoming Paris Summer Olympics.
My advice ni kwa watu wazidi kutia bidii. Na isikuwe tu mtu anataka tu kucheza ati aonekane kwa gazeti Kenya Nation. Takana ukicheza, unacheza, unaenda unawakilisha kama wale wanaenda Olympic, wangangane sana upate medals kama gold, silver na bronze. Hiyo pia it is also economically attract tourists to our country.
As a former professional boxer, Mwambi is perturbed by the declining levels of boxing in the country, with 2024 team not having qualified for the Paris Olympics for the first time in 60 years.
4 years from now, up to the time when people are going for the Olympics, kisha wamefanya high performance kama 5-4. Ni watu wameenda pengine Bangkok wameshinda gold, ameenda wapi ameshinda bronze. Yani ile build up iko.
As an army boxer, he had a rare experience to travel to the USA and train in legendary boxer Mohammed Ali's boxing club.
I was able to represent Kenya. Kama 1980 nakwambia nilienda achia boxing nikiwa USA, nilienda Washington DC. Bigana na klabu ya Mohammed Ali. The legend will train kwa klabu yake na tukacheza na timu yake. Select yani US Select versus Kenya Select. Tukacheza na wao.
Colonel also participated in peacekeeping missions in the region and shares his experiences in Sudan.
United Nations mission in Sudan. Yeah. Niko based in Khartoum and nimetembezo sa station karibu zote za Southern Sudan hizo. Kitu niliona sana. Kwa wale watu kuna self liking. Yani kama kikuona wewe si mtu. Lakini akiona mtu wako ndio naona huyu ndio mtu. So Kenya kitu ambaye naweza kuelezea watu wengi ili tuwe na amani ile ya maana. Sote tujitreat kama equals na sote tuwe ndugu na dada. Sisi sote ni wa Kenya, tujitreat kama Mkenya and we should love the name Kenya.
Now retired, the Colonel is involved in farming and business. Is also the Defense Forces Old Comrades Association chairman in Taita, Taveta County.
No, sasa ukiangalia tunaona tu mahindi hapo. Haya, sengine anafanya silico logistics, sengine anafanya supplies Hata naweza enda kwa jeshi hapo naambia, "Yes, mnipatie hizi pencil 5 na walete." Unafanya hiyo. Una survive.
Despite his advanced age, the Colonel is still active in boxing and has embarked on mentoring youths in Taita.
Mambo ya sema development ya kama kijiji yetu, mambo ya umoja, community working. Na sana as I told you ni boxer, pia ina interest mingi kwa boxing. Kuna club kama hapa Mwatati, singine naingia kule na chemsha vijana, kujaribu kwa encourage wa good boxers.
A family man with 2 children, Mwambi enjoys spending time with his family. His parting shot:
Kenya is a strong country, it's been good, but let me tell you, a country kuharibika just takes a day. I would really ask Kenyans to be tolerant. Economically, we are not doing well. And I don't think we can improve that economy within 1 year. It should be gradual. And that graduality should be planned in such a way. Usikii kwa mfuko, yani okay, utaisikia kwa mfuko lakini haiumizi. Ni kitu ile inaweza kunini? You can accommodate.
Once a sportsman, always a sportsman. Mwambi is optimistic that Kenya will reclaim its lost glory in boxing.
Kano.
Yeah.
Tumeshukuru sana kwa muda wako na pia kwa kukaribisha kwako.
Nimeshukuru.
For Military Tales, I'm Ben Troy Njue.